because it's one of my favorite things ever. And I want to come tap in with y'all. So, for those who know, I have been in a pivot, and it's kind of interesting calling it pivot because it's not really a pivot. It's more a catapult into my next phase. So I got booked for this event that I'll be doing next year. And yesterday, I got booked for an event to do in July this summer. A colleague of mine they have released a book, or they're doing a book launching party, and they were telling me about it. And I was like, let me put this together for you. And without much convincing, they agreed. So, what is this telling you? Or what am I telling myself? Momentum happens when you take action. So, for those who follow me on well, I have two Instagrams, but one of my Instagrams, I posted, it was this young lady talking about the All For You song by Janet Jackson. And the part she said that song is a manifestation song. Now, for those who don't know, I'm gonna let you know, Janet is one of my all-time favorite pop divas, my favorite pop diva. And that's actually one of my favorite songs by her. Someone to Call My Lover and Let's Wait a While again. But anyway, before I get on laying all the songs I love by her. Um, oh, and I Want You. I love that song too. But All For You is one of my favorite songs. I used to wait when it came on TV. We had a VHS, whatever VCR, and I would try to record the video on our VHSs so I could watch the video and study the dance. And I still have it up here, y'all. I actually did the dance at a event I was at not so long ago. But neither here and there. But the thing about that song that she was talking about, when you look at the lyrics, right? It's all for you. If you say you want it, it's all for you. If you gotta have it, it's all for you. Okay. And so those lyrics is really you telling yourself whatever it is your destiny, whatever it is that you are striving for, whatever it is that you are setting the pathway, because there has to be some type of action taking place. It's for you. And we talked about my framework: be, do, have. And that song, although you can apply it to being to a lover or equating it to a lover, think of it like this, because this is a conversation that me and my girlfriends have a lot about love. Love, a lot of times, is centered through romantic love. And we minimize the importance of relational love as it relates to friendships, family, children, divine destiny, purpose, hobbies, interests. When I now think of love, I don't equate it solely to a romantic partner anymore. I really truly believe that love for me is me doing the things that I love to do. And this is where we talk about self deification, deifying yourself. Hey, hey, hi, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Deifying yourself. Well, what does it mean to deify yourself? That means, and I did a class on this, and I might actually put that class back out this summer for those who are interested in this, is that you have to put yourself as the sole nucleus co-creator of your life. And as all deities, right, there is something that resonates with them. Are they a goddess of love? Are they the god of war? Are they whatever, whatever? What is your resonance as? And typically you could find that by looking at your birth chart or your numerology. There's many different signs and symbols that you guys can use to do that. Yeah, I love it. Decenter talk. Period. Period. Yeah. And that song, as I re-listened to that song and the lyrics of All For You, that is another layer of self-mind programming, of self-deifying yourself and going striving to all the things you want. Now, maybe a family and a partner and all that things are things that you want. Don't downplay that, because let me tell you something. As a lover girl myself, recognize that, honor that part of yourself. I think the disservices that we do sometimes, that we get caught up in these movements or these trends or whatever that happens, which there are necessary information in everything. Oh, I hope you guys can hear me. 'Cause I didn't realize my microphone was over here. Um, there are necessities in all the things that we do, right? Or the things that may come up. There's reasonings to be aware. There's reasonings to have discernment and develop that discernment and develop skills of being able to discern who and what is for you. I hope y'all can hear me better. Thank you, y'all. You know, I really have my microphone all on the flow. Anyway, what I'm coming here to present to you all today is that choose you all the time. Center yourself on everything that you do. Every choice and decision that you make, and every choice and decision that somebody makes alongside with you, you need to ask yourself a few weighing questions. How does this benefit me? Is this putting me in the sacrifice seat? Because one too many times we have made decisions that have sacrificed our autonomy, may have sacrificed our trajectory, may have sacrificed our mental health, our emotional health, our bodily safety. And I want all of us to really get into a space where you choose you no matter what. And that's what I do here with these frameworks that we talk about on Feminine Alchemy Network. I provide you guys with frameworks because I'm not your coach, I'm not your life guide, I'm not your spirit, anything. But I am a woman that had lived through some things and been able to come to some frameworks that have benefited myself. And I've found and connected with other women along my journey who are going to be sharing their stories as well about what it was to help them shift and change their life and see something totally better, whether it's quantum leaping in their careers, just experience of womanhood and relational and love and connection and community. That is really what these things are. Once you truly deify yourself and put yourself in the centerfold of the co-creator of your life, you will begin to see how life will unfold to you and all for you. If you say you want it, all for you. If you gotta have it, right? You gotta be it, do it, and have it, baby. That's what we do. Gatekeeping is a good thing, contrary to what we were. Oh my God, let me tell you something. One of the things that my mentor has told me is that the gatekeepers are blessed, and you never want to piss off the gatekeeper, and you always want to make sure you keep the gatekeeper happy because there are reasons why things should be gatekept. Even when I think about when I was deconstructing Christianity and coming into more spirituality and learning about other things, I got very angry. It's like, why would they gatekeep that? Why would they take this away? But there was a time when it had to be done, especially if we look at the time of the oracles, of the priestesses of Mami Wata, of the Sibyls, right? They knew there was a time coming when the human consciousness would not be able to withstand what they knew at that time because everything happens in ebb and flow. And so, if everybody understood the power of the mind, if everybody understood the power of co creation, if everybody understood it in the denigrative state that we are in, the chaos that would take place. So, do I have to demonize religion? No. But do I need to understand the tool and how it is used and what it can be beneficial for? Yeah. I know a lot of people who Christianity or whatever religious programming that they assign themselves to actually bettered their life. I know people who are better off without being part of a religion or some type of structure. Oh my goodness, you walked out of the male worshiping cult. Congratulations. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I grew up Kojic, Church of God in Christ. That was what I grew up in. We later, like when I got a little older, my parents became non-denominational, but it was still very much, and then I'm from a Southern family, military family. So that all the things in that puts that whole male patriarchy at the head front. I think that's another thing too. Learning to find. Okay, I don't y'all come from me in that. Learning to understand the importance of patriarchy and where it is and where it's at and where it's heading, and to find allies within the system. Because one of the things, again, talking about framework, it's not about, especially as women, it's not about us, or especially Black women. Let me say it like that, women of color. It's not about us overthrowing anything. It is about how are you able to thrive, not just survive, but to thrive in the system that you may be currently in, and to find a ways to make it beneficial for you. I think one of the biggest things I have learned from my mentor is that you need to lean into your privilege. So whatever privilege that because we all have layers of privilege, we need to learn how to lean into privilege. And that was something I was kind of like, oh no, I don't want to do that because I don't know, I'm no better than nobody. Like that, that's a overinflated ego. Like, what do you mean? You have to understand the systems that are beset before you, that are way older than you. Because ain't no woman, no matter what race she is gonna outsmart patriarchy. We are where we at, ladies. And we'll talk about that another time because we're gonna get into that. 'Cause I know a lot of talk about the matriarchy, but listen, y'all don't want that conversation. Because even what you think is a patriarchy is still a matriarchy, baby. But we talk about that another time. But learning to how to thrive in every circumstances or situation or environment that you're in. And that's what true alchemy is. Alchemy is not about this woo woo concept of like, I don't know what people may be thinking, but it really is how to take your situation, how to take your current position, how to do and manifest and create and co-create the life that you truly desire, that does not that will put you in a better position. And first thing first is always self deification, creating a system within the system. You cannot reproduce to avoid feeding into the system, though. That's another thing. That's another part, taking your power back. I think a lot of women are coming to the realization: why would I birth my oppressor, my apex predator? A lot of things to consider and think about. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I love to hear that. Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all those who are coming and showing, well, thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. I'll be coming a lot more often, but I also want you guys to continue to follow me here. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell, because I like to be popping up more and more and more. I'm also on Substack. And so that's where you guys can actually find me, where I go more into detail about my thoughts and ideas and things that I'm working in. One of the things that you guys have always asked for me to do for many, many years, I've been on YouTube and Instagram. Where's my Instagram fam? Bam, that's what found me first on Instagram. We talked a lot about doing self-guided meditations, so that is in the work for you guys. I will post a few here on my YouTube, of course, but you will find them mainly going to be on my Substack, where you guys will find that information, that contact, and the things for that. But yeah, for those who are interested in working with me one on one, I have opened up my calendar again. You can send me an email to the email that's going to be in the description after this video closes, where you guys can connect with me and get in some one-on-ones, because I don't coach, I'm not a spirit guide, but I do have frameworks, and I am one of the persons that, hey, I don't care about the problem. I don't even care about the story to the problem. My thing is, what is that you want now? And that's what's important. So if that's what you guys are looking for and need, and that kind of connection and that type of leveling up, find your girl. All right, connect with me on all my social sites, ladies and gentlemen. Much